Avoid these mistakes if you want to keep your blood sugar balanced. This video is for you if you are a woman over 40. I am Robin-Nutritionist, and I help women over 40 keep our nutrition and get our nutrition in order. And I also help you mitigate symptoms and concerns related to the pause. And when I say pause, that's menopause, perimenopause, and beyond. This video is all about keeping your A1C in order, your blood sugar. And what is that and why should you care? So if your blood sugar is out of control, it's going to lead to diabetes, which leads to medications and complications and all of the things that we don't want. Your A1C measures your blood sugar over a 2 to 3 month period. So the average. If your A1C is below 5.7, you're good. If it's between 5.7 and 6.4, you're pre-diabetic. If it is above 6 point or 6.5 and above, you are diabetic. My intention is to help you not get there. And here are some mistakes that you want to avoid, which will turn into tips that you want to do. And this is in no particular order. The first thing I want to make sure that you do is get your A1C checked. Know where you stand so that you know what to do. All right. So mistake women make is they don't have any idea what their blood sugar is. All right. So get yours checked. Something simple, something else that a mistake that we make is not getting enough water. Not drinking enough water affects the blood sugar. So to mitigate that, drink you some water right now. As soon as the video is over, go get some water. All right. Simple, simple. The next mistake that we make is, and I make this mistake sometimes, sometimes a lot, is not exercising. When we exercise after we've eaten or on a regular, it helps our blood sugar balance. That exercise helps to stir things up in a positive way so that our blood sugar is balanced. So when I'm done with this video, I am going to exercise. I promised myself. Exercise. All right. So mistake is just avoiding that. And we need it for so many reasons beyond our blood sugar, but that's the main one. Another mistake that we tend to make is eating food without fiber. Fiber is critical for our blood sugar, for our bowels, and so much more. And foods without fiber have a tendency to be packaged, crackers, cookies, those type of foods. So when you're leaving out the fiber, you're doing your blood sugar a disservice. Along the same lines is then eating a carbohydrate without a protein, without a protein. So your carbs would be your apples, your oatmeal, rice, pasta, carbs. And your protein, chicken, fish, turkey, eggs, tofu, when you're eating a carbohydrate without a protein, that's a mistake because that protein is necessary to help to balance that sugar and slow on your blood sugar. It is critical. If this doesn't even make sense to you and you're like, well, what should I eat? What should I not eat? That's where I come in. I've created a whole nutrition plan for us, the women over 40, so that your blood sugar is balanced, keeps your weight down. It's making sure that you have enough calcium and magnesium and protein and all of the things that we need over 40, which is a big mistake that women have. It's not having a plan, a roadmap as to what to do. If we're doing it willy-nilly, then all kinds of things will happen. So if you would like or need a roadmap, I got you. That is what I do. I'll put the information in the down bar or the description, but get you a plan. All right. Also, going on to the next mistakes is not taking D3 with K2. Vitamin D helps with our insulin resistance, helps with our blood sugar, but it's so important for us to take D3 with K2, especially if we're over 40, that K2 helps the vitamin D work better and works synergistically with calcium, and it does the body good. Though you would not take D3 with K2 if you're on a blood thinning medication or you're on dialysis. But a mistake a lot of women make in our age is taking vitamin D without K2. Next is failing to get enough magnesium. Magnesium helps with our blood sugar as well. And you can find that in leafy greens and pumpkin seeds and dark chocolate or supplement. Get enough magnesium. So what do we say? I'm reviewing the mistakes that we make: food without fiber, not getting enough water, not doing the exercise, carbs without protein, not knowing what our A1C is, not taking D3 with K2, failing to get enough magnesium, and our hormones. So listen up. As we age, our estrogen is on the decline. That's true. And our estrogen has a protective factor for our body, for our blood sugar. And there's a lot of women in the pause who see their blood sugar going up and now they're labeled as pre-diabetic when they weren't before because of the estrogen is no longer protecting us. So my recommendation is to get your hormones checked so you know where you stand and take the appropriate actions thereafter. And you might be wondering, well, what's the appropriate after? What do you do after you get your hormones checked? Let me say this. Getting your hormones checked is important for us in the pause. And getting them checked by a highly trained professional that is not just looking at it through blood work. This is not my area of expertise, but in the Necessary Nutrition community, our members have access to these experts that know what to do and what to tell you to do. So if you have more questions than that, I recommend that you lock arms with Necessary Nutrition and we will support you in that space. But going back to getting your hormones checked, that's important so that you know what your estrogen is doing, so that you know how to adjust it if applicable, because again, the lack of estrogen has a tendency to help to raise our blood sugar, which is what we don't want. So if you know where your blood sugar, your estrogen levels are, you can take the appropriate actions and stabilize that so that it helps to stabilize your blood sugar. That is something that a lot of people don't know, that we get to this age and we're all of a sudden pre-diabetic and we might just stay in that range and we don't understand how we got here. And we're saying, I'm eating right, I'm doing all the things, and I'm still in the pre-diabetic range. What to do? It's a hormonal issue and we have to look at that and do something about that. I think I said it all, right? So if you missed anything, go back and review. Do me a favor, like the video if you liked it, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know what questions you have and what videos you would like to see next. That's how I know. I record videos based on your questions and your comments, and I do this a few times a week. And that helps me out when you do that. All right. So I will put in the description the information that I mentioned. If you need support with your nutrition, I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. If you need to make sure you're getting your D3 with K2, I got you. And if you need magnesium, I got you on that as well. All right. I think that's it. This is Robin, nutritionist from Necessary Nutrition. Eat well, think well, and be well. Until we meet again, take care. Bye-bye.